My dear friend, have you ever wondered, what is the one secret that can help you find God, especially in the later years of life? So many people, when they grow old, feel fear. They feel loneliness. Sometimes, even regret. But Paramahansa Yogananda, one of the greatest spiritual masters of the modern age, gave a teaching so simple and so powerful that it can transform old age into the most beautiful, divine chapter of life. Stay with me till the end, because once you understand this one teaching, your view of aging, your view of life, and your view of God will never be the same again. If you are new here, welcome to Divya Antar. This is a channel dedicated to inner awakening and timeless wisdom. If you find value in today's message, please subscribe and share your reflections in the comments. Your engagement helps us spread this light to seekers across the world. Growing old is something none of us can escape. The body slows down. The mind carries the burden of memories. And the world changes faster than we can keep up. But Yogananda taught, you are not the body. You are not the mind. You are the immortal soul. Ever perfect. Ever joyful. Ever one with God. Imagine this. If old age is seen not as decline, but as a sacred doorway. A time when distractions fall away. When worldly desires lose their grip. Then what remains is the call of the soul. This is the essence of Yogananda's wisdom. Old age is not the end. It is the golden opportunity to turn inward. To know God. To taste eternal freedom. Yogananda once shared a story of an old man in Los Angeles. The man said, Master, I wasted my youth. I chased pleasures, wealth, and power. And now my body is weak. Death feels near. Is it too late for me to know God? Yogananda smiled and said, it is never too late. Even if you have lived in darkness all your life, one moment of sincere love for God is enough to light your whole soul for eternity. Think of it this way. A dark room may have been closed for 100 years. But the moment you strike a match, light enters. It does not matter how long the darkness was there. It matters only that the light has come. So in old age, when the soul whispers, enough of illusions. I want truth. That longing alone can open the gates of heaven. Now reflect for a moment. Am I carrying regrets from the past? Am I afraid of aging? Or can I choose to see this phase of life as a divine gift? The chance to turn inward and find God? Yogananda said, make God your own. Talk to him as your dearest friend. Share with him your fears. Share your joys, your loneliness. He will respond. Wherever you are right now, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel a golden light in your heart. This light is eternal. It has been with you since birth. And it will remain with you, beyond death. Whisper within. I am not this body. I am not this age. I am the soul. Ever young. Ever free. That is the beginning of Yogananda's one great teaching. For old age. So what is this teaching? It is simple. Make God your closest companion. Through devotion and meditation. Yogananda said, the soul never grows old. It is the body that changes. The soul remains forever young. And devotion is the fragrance of that eternal youth. Have you noticed? Some people in their 80s or 90s still have a sparkle in their eyes. A childlike sweetness. A secret joy. That is the power of devotion. Devotion is not about rituals. It is not about rigid practice. It is about love. Love for the divine. Expressed in prayer. In song. in silence. And in old age, this love comes most naturally. Because by then, the heart has tasted enough of the world to know. No outer success can satisfy forever. Only God's love can. Once, in India, an elderly woman came to Yogananda. She could barely walk. Her voice was trembling. But her eyes shone with devotion. She said, "Master, I have no strength left to meditate long hours. But all day, I keep calling God's name in my heart. Is that enough?" Yogananda replied with deep compassion. When the heart calls God with sincerity, even if the body is weak, heaven bends down to listen. He explained, "The divine does not measure how many hours you meditate, or how perfectly you sit. God measures the love behind your call. So if in old age, all you can do is whisper, 'Lord, I love you,' that alone can open the gates of bliss." Think about this in your own life. Can you begin each morning with one sincere thought of love for God? Can you whisper His name when you feel lonely? Can you see Him as your eternal companion, who never leaves you? Try it. And see how even ordinary moments begin to glow with peace. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Take a deep, slow breath. Inwardly repeat Yogananda's prayer. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Friend beloved God, be with me now. Feel His presence, gentle, loving, right beside you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Yogananda also emphasized meditation, but in a compassionate way. He knew that in old age, the body may not allow long sitting hours. So he taught, meditate with the heart, even if the body cannot. Even 5 minutes of stillness, filled with love, can bring you closer to God than hours of restless effort. One deep sip of nectar is better than a bucket of muddy water. Yogananda often spoke about his mother, a deeply spiritual woman. As she grew older, she did not fear death. She would say to her children, "Remember, God is the only lasting treasure." When she passed, Yogananda felt grief, but also peace, because she had lived her later years with devotion, with surrender, with faith. And that faith carried her into the light beyond. Practical daily routine. 1. Morning prayer. Before speaking to anyone, speak to God. 2. Short meditation, 5 to 10 minutes of silence. 3. Gratitude before sleep, offer back the blessings of the day. Simple, practical, powerful. Yogananda said, "Death is but a change of clothes. The soul leaves its worn-out garment and takes on a new one. The body ages. The senses grow weak. But the soul remains radiant. So instead of fearing death, we can prepare for it with joy. Like a traveler preparing for a beautiful journey home." A disciple once asked, "Master, how should I face death?" Yogananda answered, "Practice meeting God every day in meditation. Then, at the time of death, you will only be continuing a friendship already begun. Death will not be a stranger. It will be the beloved, welcoming you home." Meditation practice overcoming fear. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Silently affirm, "I am a soul. Eternal. Unchanging. Ever free." See your body as a garment, but know that the light within remains untouched. Above all, Yogananda's message was this: God is the nearest of the near, the dearest of the dear. Every breath, every heartbeat is His presence. Hold this awareness in your later years, and life becomes peace. Death becomes only a doorway into greater light. Practical wisdom for the final chapter. 1. Let go of regrets. 2. Live in gratitude. 3. Talk to God constantly. 4. Embrace simplicity. 5. Prepare joyfully. On March 7, 1952, Yogananda gave his final talk in Los Angeles. With a smile, he lifted his eyes upward and left his body in peace. His body showed no decay for weeks. It was his last lesson. Live in God, so that even in death, you shine with joy. Old age is not the fading of light. It is the soul's golden hour. Yes, the body may grow weaker, but the spirit, your true self, shines brighter than ever. This stage of life is not about endings. It is about awakening. Awakening to God's presence. The same God who was with you at your first breath and will be with you beyond your last. Through devotion. Through gentle moments of meditation. Through simple acts of gratitude and love. You can live free of fear. Full of peace. Ready to embrace eternity. Remember always, the soul never grows old. It only grows closer to God. Glowing star final call to action. If this message touched your heart, please subscribe to Divya Antar and share in the comments. What does Yogananda's teaching mean to you at this stage of your life? Your reflection may inspire another soul somewhere in the world. Together, let us spread this light so that no one feels alone in old age. Instead, every soul may know God is nearer than near, the dearest of the dear.